And we welcome you all for the final time this school year to Hunterdon Central Television, and the final one should be a good one. It's the NJSIAA Group 4 semifinals between your Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the Kingsway Dragons, in what should be a very, very good battle between two solid teams. Let's talk about Hunterdon Central first. A great record of 23-3 on the season, 7-1 in the Scotland, Delaware, 14 out of 23 wins being shutouts. They beat West Windsor, Plainsboro North, Monroe, Marlboro, and Hightstown in their sectionals to get here. Last year they had a good year. They came up short in the sectional finals. They won their sectional finals this year, and now we're looking to win the entire Group 4 championship. But in their way is a very talented Kingsway Dragons team with a record of 24-2, 8-0 Tri-County Royal, dominant team all season, really good variety of hitters and pitchers. They won the RV Elite Tournament. They won the South Jersey Classic, and then in their tournament, they beat Gloucester Tech, Southern, Rancocas Valley in the sectional championship, an historic softball program looking to advance to the Group 4 finals. Of course, Emily Van Cleef will be pitching for Hunterdon Central today. The Boston College commit has been absolutely phenomenal in the pitching. She's pitched 170 innings, allowed 82 hits and 22 runs, 268 strikeouts, and has an ERA of 0.54. It doesn't get much better than that. But for Kingsway, the pitcher for the Dragons is Jessa Peters, a Towson commit that's pitched 104 innings, has allowed 92 hits and 43 runs with a 2.42 ERA. Expect a good pitching battle, as well as Kingsway has a great hitter in Hannah Weismer. 81 at-bats, 37 runs, 42 hits, 41 RBIs, 12 home runs, and a .519 average. This team all around has a bunch of great hitters where the entire lineup, top to bottom, is really good. But don't count out Central hitters as well. Great hitters like Paige Seaman, Cambria Tucker, Cassandra Stallwood, Zoe Totaro, Maitland Halstead. Zoe Totaro. Central's only 3 losses on the season come from Watchung Hills, Pope John in the HWS tournament final, and Steiner. 3 out of their 4 sectional wins were shutouts. Of course, the winner of today will take on Watchung Hills or Morris Knowles. That game will be on Friday. The Hightstown Sectional Championship for Hunterdon Central was a blowout 10-0 win. Cassie Stallwood had a phenomenal game, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and a home run. Van Cleef had 3 hits and 8 strikeouts. Halstead had 2 hits. And in Kingsway's Sectional Championship, they beat Rancocas Valley 8-2. Witzel had 3 runs, 4 hits, and 3 RBIs, and a home run. Peters had 4 strikeouts. Witzel had a phenomenal game. Go back to the semifinal Marlboro game for Hunterdon Central. They were down 3-0 really early in that game, but they came back all the way in extra innings in the sectional semifinals to win 5-3. Zara Sarnecki had a game-winning home run, her first home run of the season, with a .260 average on the year. And the Hunterdon Central lineup in the semifinals: Paige Seaman bats first, Grace Greisler second, Zoe Totaro third. At fourth, it's Cassie Stallwood. At fifth, it's the pitcher, Emily Van Cleef. Maitland Halstead at 6th, Cambria Tucker 7th, Julia Duggan 8th, Zara Zarnecki batting 9th. Starting off the order, Paige Seaman, the St. Peter's commit, has been very solid. 88 at-bats, 22 runs, 34 hits, 13 RBIs, has homered once with a .386 average. And of course, Kingsway's pitcher, Jessa Peters, a 2.42 ERA. This Kingsway team just has so many players who are able to just hit the ball, especially be good in the outfield as well. Multiple players with over 4 home runs on this team. 3 out of 4 of Central's sectional wins were shutouts. The only one that wasn't was that Marlboro game, but that just shows the dominant season that Hunterdon Central's had. Most of the games that Central's had has been a lot of blowouts. You know, some teams have gave them a run for their money, but throughout the entire season they've been very consistent, and it's the exact same thing with Kingsway. It really could come down to Van Cleef versus Kingsway's hitting, because you have a really elite pitcher versus a lot of elite hitters on this Dragons team. So here comes Paige Seaman to bat first for Hunterdon Central. Of course, Peters being the pitcher for the Dragons. Waiting the first pitch here in the semifinals game. Good crowd here today for a phenomenal game, which should be. First pitch. be fouled by Seaman. 0-1 count. Seaman's hit it 34 times. Peters has only walked 17, has 98 strikeouts on the year, 2 away from 100. That ball going to be fouled out once again. It's an 0-2 count. Early for Seaman. And that'll be an easy ground out. And an early first out for the Kingsway Dragons. Seaman goes out on her first. And up batting second is Grace Greisler. An infielder with 81 at-bats, 16 runs, 22 hits, 14 RBIs, a .272 average. Pitch hit far into the left field and almost caught. It couldn't be caught. And that'll be an early double for Grace Greisler early on. And a great hit to get things going for this Red Devils team. That was hit deep far into left field. Good distance, velocity from Grace Greisler. So now Zoe Totaro batting third for this Red Devils team. The Wagner commit has 78 at-bats, 20 runs. 17 hits, 14 RBIs. That's down the middle for an 0-1 strike. That one going to be hit near center field, and that one's going to go far. Grace Greisler looking to go home. It looks like she will, and she does. And Hunterdon Central gets an early 1-0 lead, and that is an RBI for Totaro. Just like that, Central on the board, making a statement with a 1-0 start. That's an RBI for Totaro. Totaro is someone that stepped up huge in this sectional. She had 2 hits in that 3-0 comeback against Marlboro. Also had 2 hits in the first round of sectionals to West Windsor, Plainsboro, and North. So Cassie Stallwood batting fourth now. A .362 average on the year. That's a ball. Stallwood, a really big reason that Central won the sectional championship. 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and a home run in that game. Runner on second. That's a swing and a miss, a 1-1 count. A little outside there for Peters. That's a strike. That's outside. Good battle here between Stallwood and Peters after the RBI from Totaro. That one going to be hit near the ground. That one going to be thrown to first. And that's an out there for the Kingsway Dragons. Stallwood gets grounded out. And out comes the pitcher, Emily Van Cleef, with 2 outs here. Van Cleef course, we all know her as a phenomenal pitcher, but she can hit as well. 77 at-bats, 6 runs, 26 hits, 18 RBIs, 3 homers with a .338 average. She can do both at an elite level. Runner advanced to third. That was to Taro. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That's a strike down the middle, 0-1. That one going to be hit near right field, and going to go is Taro. And an early 2-0 lead for Hunterdon Central. Van Cleef gets on the board with an RBI. What a great start for Hunterdon Central to be up 2-0 this early in the top of the first. Batting 6th now is Maitland Halstead. Halstead, 76 at-bats, 16 runs, 30 hits, 11 RBIs, a .395 average. Van Cleef on first. You can't ask for a better start for the Red Devils. You know, this is what they wanted. You got to start hot in a game like this where the pressure is on you. Here's the pitch. Little out. That one fouled. Halstead had 2 runs and 3 hits in that Marlboro game. Also had 2 hits against Hightstown. That one's outside. 2-1. Swing and a miss there. Looks like she's going to be struck out, so that'll do it for the top of the first. Central, a phenomenal start to go up 2-0. RBIs both from Van Cleef and Taro. So Kingsway will now bat, looking to respond right back. Here's the lineup for the Kingsway Dragons. Batting first, Olivia Shuley. Batting second, Reese Witzel. Batting third, Hannah Weismer. Batting fourth, it will be Ava Snyder. Batting fifth, Lainey Thorpe. Batting sixth, Brenna Herker. Batting seventh, Jessa Peters. Batting eighth, Mary Fry. And to clean out the order, batting ninth will be Taylor. Carson Taylor. So Olivia Shuley starting off for Kingsway. A .473 average, committed to Drexel. Has a home run on the year as well. You follow that up with Witzel. 2 home runs, 31 hits, and then, of course, Hannah Weismer, 12 home runs on the year. Phenomenal season for her. But they see themselves in a situation now where it's really early. It's only the bottom of the first. Already down 2-0. Hitting's got to be really good from here on out. This Kingsway team has only lost twice all season. They won both tournaments they were in, so here we go. Van Cleef will be on the mound. It's Olivia Shuley batting first. Van Cleef has 268 strikeouts. That one's going to be a ball. Little wild pitch there. Oh, a 1-0 count. That outside again. 2-0 early on. And a really early 3-0 count. This is interesting here for Van Cleef. Van Cleef's only walked 29 all season. That's ball 4. Wow. So an early walk for Olivia Shuley. With a runner now on first. And out comes, batting second, the infielder Reese Witzel of Binghamton commit with a .378 average. It's only the 30th walk for Van Cleef. Here's the pitch. That's a ball, 1-0. Trying to get Witzel to hit there. Swing, excuse me. That's down, 2-0. No strike thrown yet for Van Cleef. Again, very early, but looks like the catcher coming to talk to her. Van Cleef. That would be Stallwood. Early struggles, have the 2-0 lead, but no lead is safe. Two-0 count. That's a strike, 2-1. First strike thrown for Van Cleef, looking to get back on track. Bunt attempt here. That'll be out, but a runner advances to second. So Witzel moves Schuley to second. Out comes the third batter, Hannah Weismer. 12 home runs with a .519 average, committed to UVA. This will be a good battle here with Van Cleef and Weismer. Yeah. 12 home runs for high school, I mean, that's as good as you can get. Let's put that in perspective. Player with the most home runs on Hunterdon Central probably has around 2 or 3. Here's the pitch. That's outside for an 1-0 count. Schuley maybe looked to steal that for a sec. Came right back. That's a 2-0. One out with the runner on second. Umpire calls time. Game resumes now. Two-0 pitch. That's a strike, 2-1. That's a strike, so 2-2 now. Van Cleef rebounding. One away from 2 outs. High into right field. Will it go all the way? It won't. But it hits right off. Runner looking to advance, and it will. And it is a 2-1 lead now for Hunterdon Central. An RBI for Hannah Weismer. Schuley advances. And just like that, the Kingsway Dragons come right in it. With only 1 out, it's 2-1 Hunterdon Central. And Ava Snyder will now be at bat. 26 runs, 45 hits, 32 RBIs, a .506 average. Can also pitch as well with a 1.59 ERA. So Weismer will now be on second base with 1 out. It's Snyder. That ball hit near shortstop, going to be thrown to first, and that'll be an easy second out, but the runner will advance to third. That's Weismer. So Laney Thorpe batting fifth now. A .405 average with 27 runs and 32 hits committed to St. Joe's. Got a runner in scoring position here on third. Got to be careful here. Want to maintain this lead. Van Cleef's going to be right on that one and easily gets it to first base. So, a very exciting first inning, but Central on top, 2-1. Plenty of action still coming your way on HCTV. Back here for the top of the second inning between Hunterdon Central and Kingsway. It's a 2-1 lead for Hunterdon Central. Both Taro and Van Cleef with RBIs, but a really good RBI from Weismer. Keeps Kingsway right in this game. It is Cambria Tucker at bat, the senior, with a .375 average. That's going to be hit near third base. That's going to foul out. 0-1. It's the end of the order here. It's Tucker, Duggan, and Zarnecki. Hit high up in the air near left field. And that'll at least be caught for the first out. Good job there from the outfield. That was number 3 for Kingsway. Carson Taylor right on that one. Julia Duggan now at bat for the first time today. A .323 average, 65 at bats, 11 runs, 21 hits, 13 RBIs. Duggan had 2 hits in Monroe, the second round of sectionals. So 1-0. That one swung on near the shortstop to first base, and that's an out there. 2 early outs for Kingsway. Good job at the shortstop for the Dragons, getting both outs so far. And now the 9th batter, Sarah Zarnecki. A .260 average, had a game-winning home run against Marlboro when they came back 3-0. Looking to carry that momentum to a big game like this. That's outside for a 1-0. That one hit. Badly fouled out right near right field. Foul ball there leads to a 1-1. Pitch from Peters. Outside, 2-1. Hit behind, 2-2 now. Ever since the RBI, Peters has been solid, but got to close out this top of the second here. Swing and a miss, and Peters strikes out Zarnecki. Top of the second, Kingsway doesn't allow any. 2-1, stay tuned for the bottom. Back here for the bottom of the second, Peters with a solid top of the second. Out comes Laney Thorpe for Kingsway. Excuse me, that's Brenna Herker, sorry. Brenna Herker batting 6th. That one's down for a 1-0. Herker is a .297 average with 11 runs and 22 hits on the year. That one swung on and caught easily there by Zarnecki in the right field. 4 out there. Now comes the pitcher for Kingsway, Jessup Peters. As far as hitting goes, a .338 average, 74 at bat, 6 runs, 25 hits, 20 RBI. So a pitching battle here between Van Cleef and Peters. We saw it once in the first. We see it with the roles reversed. Now in the bottom of the second. High up, 1-0. Swing and a miss for a 1-1. That one hit near right field. Zarnecki looks to be right on it. Can't fully get it. Looks like it's a foul ball, however. So Peters will come back. Good distance from Peters, but not in range. So it's a 1-2 now. Outside for a 2-2. That one hit right to the first base. Duggan easily gets that one. And that's out number 2. Looking to make this a quick bottom second is Hunterdon Central. Batting 8th, Mary Fry, a 222 average. 5 runs, 8 hits, 3 RBIs with 36 at-bats. Fry plays both outfield and catcher. Down the middle. Swing and a miss. Good start here for Van Cleef against Fry. That's a strike. And Van Cleef goes 1-2-3 on that one. So no runs in the second. Stays 2-1. Stay tuned. Top of the third coming your way. So top of the third, we're back at the top of the order for Hunterdon Central. Paige Seaman batting first. Went 0 for 1, grounded out in her first bat. Seaman's homered once. It's 2-1, top of the third. Here we go. That's a bunt. It'll be a foul ball. 0-1. Hit high into right field. Just getting it is Kingsway. Great job there by number 1, Olivia Shuley. Looks like it maybe had the distance for Seaman, but the outfield for the Dragons do a great job at right field. So Grace Chrysler now coming on, batting second, was 1 for 1. Has her run on the game due to the Totaro RBI. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball, 1-0. Called a strike, 1-1. Once again, got a great crowd here today for the semifinals. People all around the field. That one in the dirt. 2-1. Peters has only walked 17, hasn't walked yet. Two-1. That one gonna be a foul ball, 2-2. Outside near the right. Swung on and fouled. Remains 2-2. Near left field. And that's a good hit from Greisler. That's a single for her, and she's 2 for 2 early on. 2 hits and a run for the senior. Totaro now comes on. Totaro, of course, had the RBI at the top of the first. The big reason Central's up right now. Only one out with a runner on first. Right to third base. That's one. Can it be two? It will not. And Totaro will easily get the second there. But 2 outs there. Totaro gets the hit. It's an error. So out comes Stallwood with a runner on second. Stallwood 0 for 1, looking to get her first hit with 2 outs. Foul behind 0-1. A little high up. 1-1 count. Outside once again. 2-1. Van Cleef's on deck. Is successful here for Stallwood. That one hit right to the pitcher for the third out. Stays 2-1 at the top of the third. Coming your way is the bottom of the third. Kingsway looking to tie it up. So it's the bottom of the third now. It's the end of the order for Kingsway. Batting ninth, Carson Taylor, number 3, a .349 average with 63 at-bats, 26 runs, 22 hits, and 6 RBIs. There's pitch bottom of the third. That's right down the middle for a strike. Go 1. Van Cleef's been getting in the groove ever since the Weismer RBI, but once you get back to that top of the order, it could be dangerous. That one hit right into the infield, right to shortstop, and that'll be an easy out there. Duncan caught that one. Taylor 0 for 1, and we go back to the top of the order. Olivia Shuley walked her first at bat. Looking to get a hit here. Strike 0-1. Swung on near the right. That's fouled out. 0-2 early on for Shuley. And that'll be a strikeout for Van Cleef. 2 outs early on. And on comes Reese Witzel. Witzel went 0 for 1 on her first try. And this is what Van Cleef has been doing the entire season. I mean, every game Van Cleef pitches. Keep in mind, she pitches every single game and has managed to just be so good on the mound. One away from top of the fourth. That's a ball, 1-0. Another ball, 2-0. So an early 2-0 for Van Cleef against Witzel. Swung on Van Cleef right on that one, too. Duggan. And a 1-2-3 for Van Cleef for the bottom of the third. Going to the top of the fourth soon. Stay tuned. It's the top of the fourth. Hunterdon Central Kingsway. Group 4 semifinals. Van Cleef will be at bat, followed by Halstead and Tucker. Van Cleef at an RBI at the top of the first. Is 1-for-1. It's a pitcher battle here with Peters and Van Cleef. Outside for a 1-0 count. It's a ball. Swung on and missed. 1-1 count. That's in the dirt for a 2-1. Fouled out. Foul ball. 2-2. Foul near right there. Hit high, near left field is the outfielder, not able to catch it. And Van Cleef. That's a foul. Barely foul, good distance from Van Cleef, but remains 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Peters strikes out Van Cleef, the other pitcher. First out at the top of the fourth. Out comes Maitland Halstead, 0-for-1. Ever since that first inning, both Peters and Van Cleef have been phenomenal in the pitching game. It's a big pitching battle between two elite pitchers. One out. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Peters now has over 100 strikeouts on the year. Swing and a miss again. 0-2. Great outing for Peters here. We're looking to make it a strikeout. Make that an 0-3 for Peters. One out away to end this out. In the top of the fourth, it'll be Cambria Tucker at bat. Peters looking to make this a 1-2-3 with all strikeouts. Tucker's 0-for-1. Hit high near center field. Can they get it? They can't. So that's a single for Cambria Tucker. 1-for-2 now. With a runner on first, here comes Julia Duggan, the first base for Hunterdon Central. It's the first hit since the first inning for Hunterdon Central. looking to get some momentum back. Actually, Greisler did get a hit. That's a little outside, 1-0. Peters was really good, but then Tucker's solid hit, still 2 outs. Here's a 1-0 count. That's a strike, 1-1. Outside for a 2-1 count. Swung on right near second base, right to first base. Peters with a great top of the fourth, and it stays 2-1 near the bottom of the fourth. Stay tuned. Back here for the bottom of the fourth, and it's really good for Kingsway because Hannah Weismer is at bat. This is ideal for Central because you definitely want Weismer at bat with no one on base, but either way, it's a big challenge here. Almost homered in the bottom of the first, just hit the wall. But she's 1 for 1 with an RBI. That's a foul ball to make it 0-1. High near right field. Zarnecki's right on that. And Weismer, 1 for 2, 1 out. So they get Weismer out with no one on base. Davis Snyder batting fourth, 0 for 1. With 1 out. Only 1 hit so far for Kingsway. That being Weismer. Shuley has the run. That one is foul ball. Near center field. Siemens right on that one. Goes on the wall. Going to third now is Snyder. But they're telling Snyder to come back, so that's going to be a double for her. It's a ground rule double as it hit the wall. Looks like it got wedged right in the post. But either way, Snyder, 1 for 2. Runner on second now. Looks like there's going to be a pinch runner for Snyder. Trying to see who it is here. Looks like it's number 4. It is Thelma Reed. It's a courtesy runner, Thelma Reed. Thelma Reed with a 125 average. Hasn't really had a lot of at-bats, but sure she has the speed when you trust someone to come in, be the courtesy runner. But all at-bat now is Lainey Thorpe, who's 0 for 1 with 1 out here. 2 hits now for the Dragons on this game. Swing and a miss for Thorpe. In the dirt, 1-1. That'll be fouled out for a 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Just outside, 2-2. Could have gone either way. Runner on second. Fouled back, 2-2 remains. Right near center field, Reed looking to go all the way, and she will, and it's tied up at 2-2. Kingsway on a roll. Thorpe gets an RBI and a run for Reed. What a hit there from Lainey Thorpe. That's Kingsway needed it the most. Perfect hit right near center field to make it tied up at 2-2. Runner on second now. That is Thorpe on second. That's Thorpe's 31st RBI of the season. Still only one out. It's Brenna Herker, now batting sixth, 0 for 1. Still one out and the runner on second. Same scenario. But it's tied up now. That's a ball, 1-0. Fouled, 1-1. They're going to call it a strike, 1-2. Seeing if there was contact or not there. And it's a 3-1, 2-2 count, excuse me, for Herker. That was a ball. Last one was a strike, so 2-2. High near right field, and Zarnecki's right on that one. Runner looked to go to third, stays at second. So Hecker 0 for 2. Herker. And the pitcher, Jessup Peters, now comes out. 0 for 1, looking to take the lead now. It's tied up, Central looking close. That's the bottom of the fourth. Another pitcher battle here. It's the fourth pitcher battle of the game. Swung on a miss. Good pitch from Van Cleef. Early 0-2 for Van Cleef. Foul back, foul ball. Still 0-2. 2 outs, runner on second. Right near center field, Seaman right on that one, gets it. So Central closes out, but not with till Kingsway. Getting a run to tie this up at 2-2. It's anybody's game. We go to the top of the fifth. And it's tied up 2-2 here. Anybody's game, top of the fifth. Winner goes to the Group 4 finals. Sarah Zarnecki at the end of the order, batting ninth, went 0 for 1. Looking to make it 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Peters. There was contact there, so that's a foul ball, 0-1. Swung on near right field. Outfielder easily gets that one for the first out. That was number 3, Carson Taylor, right on that one. Zarnecki 0 for 2. Paige Seaman coming back on, also 0 for 2. Seaman looking for her first hit. And that next run is going to be really important to make it a 3-2 lead. Seaman shows bunt, but it's an 0-1. It's a strike. Foul ball, 0-2. Right near third base, it's a foul. Stays 0-2. Swung on, foul once again. 3 foul balls in a row for Seaman. Peters is going to talk things with the shortstop. Excuse me, that's the third baseman. An 0-2 count. 1 out. No one on base. That's ball 1-2. Trying to make Seaman swing there. High in the air near third base. That one's caught, and Seaman 0 for 3 now. Great job by the third baseman of Kingsway, Hannah Weismer. And out comes Grace Greisler. It's been perfect so far, 2 for 2 with a run. But now 2 outs with no one on base at the top of the 5th. Swung on right on the pitcher. Can they get there in time? They won't. And Greisler gets the first. That's a hit for Greisler, 3 for 3. Still perfect from here on out. Still 2 outs, though, so Zoe Totaro comes at bat now. 1 for 2 has an RBI, and then an error allowed her to get a double. So 1 for 2. Runner scoring position. Wow, they call that a ball. It's right down the middle. Near right field. It'll be good. So runners on first and second now. Greisler and Totaro. Totaro 2 for 3 on the game now. So runners on first and second. Stallwood now comes on, batting fourth with 2 outs. 0 for 2 so far in a big situation now. Right outside, 1-0. Down the middle for a 1-1 count. Swung on but fouled. Foul ball. That ball swung on right near left field. Goes on the grass. Bases are loaded. Greisler can't get there in time. But they can't get Stallwood out on third. And Greisler goes home. And Central regains the lead. 3-2. That's a base hit for Stallwood. 1 for 2. You saw there was a lot of miscommunication there. Greisler, she tripped, but she got right back up, sprinted to home, and they couldn't get Stallwood at third. So now the bases aren't loaded. It's second and third. Central back up 3-2, and there's still 2 outs. Van Cleef's now back on. She's 1 for 2. But Central regains the lead after a huge moment there. Greisler has 2 runs now in the game. Van Cleef's at bat now. That's a ball, 1-0. Looks like something's wrong with second base here. Clearing it up. It's Van Cleef against Peters. Central regain the lead. Down low. It's a ball. High near center field, and that goes near the wall. 1 runner advances, 2 advance. It's a 2-run double that makes it a 5-2 lead, Hunterdon Central. Van Cleef gets her second RBI of the game. And just like that, Central up by 3, 5-2. Halstead now batting 6th. Hasn't got a hit yet. Looking to get a hit now. That's a foul ball. Looks like Lindsay O'Donnell's on second base. It's a courtesy runner for Van Cleef. Of course, Van Cleef pitching. Have to think the stamina might not be there, but excellent game from Van Cleef so far. Lindsay O'Donnell has a 500 average, but only 10 at-bats, 15 runs and 5 hits. Here's Halstead. Right near second baseman, right to first. So Central, a great inning. Grace Greisler with her second run. Van Cleef has 2 RBIs, and they're up 5-2. Looking to maintain this lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Stay tuned. Back here for the bottom of the 5th, Central had 2 outs, but they managed to get 3 runs to make it 5-2. Mary Fry now at bat. Only 1 at bat so far, 0 for 1. Kingsway looking to get right back in this. They're down 5-2. With only 3 innings left. Down low, 1-0. Only 3 hits so far for the Dragons. Looks like they're going to call it ball. 2-0. That's a foul ball, excuse me. There was contact on that 1-1. Fouled once again, 1-2 early on. Van Cleef gets Fry. Right near right field. Zarnicki's right on that one and easily gets that. For the first out of the bottom of the 5th. 0 for 2 is Fry. Go to the end of the order now with Carson Taylor. Taylor is also 0 for 1. Shows bunt. That'll be foul. 0-1. Taylor for the ninth batter, very solid. 349 average. 22 hits, 26 runs. Down the middle, first strike. 0-2. And that'll be a strikeout for Van Cleef. 1-2-3. Taylor goes out. 2 outs. We go back to the top of the order with Olivia Shuley. Got walked and then had a run, but 0 for 1 on hits. Van Cleef looking to make this a quick bottom of the 5th. That's a strike. 0-1. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. One strikeout away from closing this inning out. That's outside for a 1-2. Here at the top of the right. Here's a 1-2 with the pitch. Near right field. Siemens right on that. No! Can't get it. It's an error. And Shuley will go to second. So Shuley will go to second. Two outs away now. It's an error on Seaman. Witzel will now be at bat. That's a ball. 1-0. Witzel 0 for 2, but because of the error, goes to second. Runner on scoring position now with 2 outs. Witzel's 0 for 2 so far. Right near center field, and Seaman gets that one. Dominant performance from Van Cleef in the bottom of the 5th. They keep it at 5-2. Looking to add more at the top of the 6th. 2 innings left. The top of the 6th, Central with a 5-2 lead. It's the bottom of the order. Tucker, Duggan, and Zarnecki. Tucker is 1 for 2, had a hit on her last bat. Here's the pitch. Swung on right near the infield. There's the first baseman. Right on that one for the first out early on. Tucker 1 for 3 now. Duggan comes at bat 0 for 2. Duggan has a .323 average on the season. Central has a good lead, 5-2, but to add on to this in these later innings would be key. Here's the pitch. Look, call the ball, 1-0. Looked inside. Swung on, and it's caught by the first baseman for the second out. Great job by number 25, Ava Snyder. And we now go to the ninth batter, Sarah Zarnecki, 0 for 2 as well. Peters looking to make this a quick top of the sixth. Swung on that, shortstop near it to first. And it's called safe. Infield single for Zarnecki. That makes her 1 for 3. Got there just in time, and we go to the top of the order now with Paige Seaman. Seaman hasn't got a hit yet, but she's a phenomenal hitter for this Central team. If she can just get that one, she can get in a groove. Runner on first with 2 outs. That's a strike. 0-1. Swung on a miss for the early 0-2. Kingsway can't allow anything from here on out. Peters looking to close it out. It's an 0-2. Goes right to first. So Kingsway keeps it at 5-2, and they look to get back into this in the bottom of the sixth. Coming your way. And we're back here for the bottom of the sixth. Kingsway trying to get back in here. It's do or die now, but they got Weismer at bat here. She's 1 for 2, had the RBI earlier on. It could have been a homer, but again, it's an ideal situation. When you want Weismer to bat, you don't want anyone on base, and it's the second time in a row where this has happened. It's Weismer, Snyder, and Thorpe, the next 3. That's right down the middle. 0-1. That's a ball. Went right near Weismer, almost hit by the pitch. One, here's the pitch. That's a ball. 2-1. There's only been 1 walk for Van Cleef. That was Shuley, the very first pitch she threw. Set of pitches she threw. It's a 3-1 early on for Van Cleef. And that'll be a walk, so Weismer gets to first. Only the second walk from Van Cleef all day today. So now batting Eva Snyder, 1 for 2 on the game. So they have a runner on first, Kingsway. Ideal situation here. It's Weismer. Snyder looking to keep the momentum going for the Dragons. Down low, 1-0. That one hit right to second baseman. And it's going to be fair on second. Runners on first and second now. Good job by Snyder. 2 for 3 now. Single for her. Maybe been an error, though. Seeing if Snyder, it looks like... Oh, no, it looks like they're going to call her out. Or no, wait. She's going back. Now she's not. We're trying to see if Snyder is on second or not. It looks like they're talking about it right now, the umps. If she's not out, that might be an error, but if she is, it's a clear out. See the umps talking things, and it looks like Snyder is going to be out. So no error. That's the first out of the bottom of the sixth for Hunterdon Central. So Lainey Thorpe will now be at bat, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's high, and that's going to be easy. Stolen base there for Weismer. So Weismer gets the second easily there after that wild pitch. Yep, that's Snyder, excuse me. So Snyder at second after the stolen base. It's a foul ball. Hit right to third base, right to Duggan, and there's the second out for Hunterdon Central. Snyder gets to third, however. So Bretta Herker now at bat, 0 for 2. There's a runner on third in scoring position, looking to make it a 5-3 game. Herker has to step up here. Van Cleef, 1 strikeout away. Close this inning. That's down. Near the dirt. 1-0. Just in the outfield, and it's caught by Zarnecki. And Central keeps it at 5-2. And they have one more inning to try to add on to the score. Top of the 7th coming your way. Central nearing the end. It's the top of the 7th. Central has the 5-2 lead, but they look to add on. At bat is the second, Grace Greisler. Perfect today so far. 3 for 3 with 2 runs. Looking to make it 4 for 4. That's a ball. 1-0. That's foul ball, 0-2. Excuse me, 1-1. In the infield, first baseman near it, and that's it out. So Greisler's 3 for 4, first baseman right on that one. That was Snyder. We now go to Zoe Tataro, who's 2 for 3 on the game. Tataro is a Wagner commit with a .218 average. Swung on right near the shortstop. Can't get there in time. And Tataro will go to second. That's an error from the shortstop. So Tataro 2 for 4, but she's still able to get to second. Stallwood now at bat, who's 1 for 3 with 1 out. High in the air for a 1-0 count. In the infield, shortstop on that one, and that'll be an out. right to first baseman. So 2 outs now. Stallwood 1 for 4, and out comes Evalie Van Cleef, who's been phenomenal in the hitting game today. 2 RBIs, 2 for 3 on the game. Has a runner on third, a chance to make it 3 RBIs. 2 outs, however. Here's the pitch from Peters. That's swung on, foul ball, 0-1. Another foul ball, make it 0-2 early on for Van Cleef. That's a ball, 1-2. What a game for Van Cleef. 2 RBIs. Been great in pitching. She's been doing what she's doing all season. Here's a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Right to third baseman. So Central, half an inning away from advancing to the Group 4 finals, but Kingsway is not out of it yet. A chance to get back in this, and it's their last chance to get back in it. Stay tuned for the final, bottom of the 7th inning. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th of the Group 4 softball semifinals between your Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the Kingsway Dragons. Central up 5-2, half an inning away from advancing, but it is not over yet for Kingsway. But they're at the bottom of the order. Peters, Fry, and Taylor will start it off. Van Cleef looking to end it. The winner of this game will take on Watchung Hills or Morris Knolls. That game goes on tomorrow. The championship played at Newark on Friday. That ball's fouled by Peters, 0-1. It's like hit the car there. That's what happens when there's fouls balls. You never know. So early 0-1 here. In the dirt, 1-1. Have to think Van Cleef could be a little tired here, but you can't blame her. She's been hitting and pitching. That one hit right to Zarnecki. Can she get there in time? Dug in. Gets it. 2 outs away is Hunterdon Central. A great throw from Zarnecki right to Duggan. And Peters goes 0 for 3. Out from right field, and Mary Fry now goes at bat. 2 away are the Red Devils. That's a ball, 1-0. Swung on, right to the shortstop, and Central is an out away. Fry, 0 for 3. And we go to the 9th batter, Carson Taylor. Great throw from Zoe to Taro, right to Duggan. Potentially the final out here. Carson Taylor's 0 for 2 today. Van Cleef looking to end it. Here's the pitch. That's a ball, 1-0. Oh, excuse me, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, 1-1. Swung on. Can't get there in time. Foul ball, 1-2 near the right. Excuse me, near the left. One, two. A strike away. That one's hit. Greisler to Duggan, and that'll do it. Hunterdon Central will be going to the Group 4 finals. What a game for this Hunterdon Central team. They didn't give up, and they went throughout all 7 innings. A great game from Grace Greisler, 3 for 4 with 2 runs. Van Cleef hit phenomenally, 2 RBIs, and a great pitching game. But the season's not over for Hunterdon Central. They got one more game. They will take on the winner of Morris Knolls versus Watchung Hills on Friday. And stand by as we try to get a post-game interview. Brad Romano here with Grace Greisler. Grace, 3 for 4 on the day today, a big part of this win. Talk to me about the process that entire game.
We knew this was going to be a tough game. We know they're great hitters. We knew this was going to be a gutsy game. We came in with the team chemistry that we have and the energy that we had, and we just fought through.
Yeah, and that first inning was very back and forth. 2-1, Kingsway ties up 2-2. From there, 3 straight runs, 5-2. Talk to me about how you bounce back when it's a tie game like that.
We all really came together. We had our little team huddle, and we were like, we got this. Let's settle down. Let's be confident. Let's know we can.
One more. Group 4 final, either Watchung Hills or Morris Knolls. How's the ride been?
The ride has been unbelievable. Words can't even describe how amazing this group of team and this group of girls has been. I wouldn't ask for a different team, and I couldn't ask for better coaches and better teammates.
Grace, I wish you... Yeah, that's another thing. Prom on Friday. Yep. Prom dress or this?
This, 100%, no doubt.
No doubt. Grace, I wish you and the team the best of luck on Friday. It's been a pleasure calling HGTV games. For the final time, Brad Romano signing out.